They knew other people that had moved in England to Carlisle, so they thought that was a good, knowing other people was a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, life was hard in Italy, and they wanted to make a better life for themselves. So the families used to call for the other families to come and work for them, and that's basically how they came over here. We're not 100% sure. We've got our grandmother's passport, which says 1914 when she came over, but we're not 100% sure whether her husband, our granddad, was over first. But we do know that Nana was over definitely by 1914, and she came to work for the Cecchinis on Scotch Street.
Yeah, they're still there now.
Yeah, which is run under
Renucci. Nan and Grandad's first business was Changate.
Yeah.
A fish and chip shop and ice cream. They had the ice cream parlour behind the shop.
Yeah.
And they used to make the ice cream there and go out on vans.
Horse and carts.
Well, horse and carts
first. Carts to start off with, yeah.
And then vans.
Our granddad died in 1952. Yeah, 1952, and the businesses then went to my dad and our uncle Aldo and my nana, and then Shadengate had to be sold because it was a
compulsory order. They were doing the roads, so that had to be sold.
Which is now where Dixon's Chimney and well, it's Gates Garage in Carlisle is where the business actually was, but that's why the business was then sold on, because our granddad died.
Langley Hall. Langley Hall was a favourite for everybody. Any family does, weddings, Christmas, anything.
Christmas parties
was always at
Langley Hall. Everybody had the businesses, and they always
closed
had
on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Everybody to get married on a Tuesday.
That's true.
If you wanted everybody to come, you had to do it.
Yeah, it was on a Tuesday, but everybody had their own businesses, and again, it was closed on a Tuesday. We would go away for the day. Nana was still alive until she was 81, so her sons and daughters always came to visit her on a weekly basis, so we always got to see our cousins, aunties, uncles on a weekly basis. Very, very close Italian family. Everybody went back to Italy every year. We still had a farm out there.
Our great uncle,
yeah.
they kept the farm going while we were all over in England.
That's right.
And we used to go there, and they used to.
Nana would go every year, and everybody else would take turns to go at this. Usually when she was there was never more than, two families.
No, at the time.
So the Jordans would go with the Renuccis, or the Renuccis would go with the Renuccis, or the Peelys would go with the Renuccis. But we always went back to the family farm. Again, the Cecchinis, because they brought Nana over.
Well, in the olden days, they used to all sort of get together before there was the younger generation.
That's right.
All the families that were in England all used to get together, didn't they?
Yeah.
They all used to go to the Silver Grill and one thing and another.
That's right.
Yeah,
I mean, the Cecchinis, the Corrieris, Brucianis, Priestleys. Yeah. I mean, they're from Barga. I mean, there is obviously still an Italian community in Carlisle. The Ceressis, they're from a different part in Italy, but again, there is still an Italian community. Well, again, we just having the businesses. Our parents like to keep it as close in the family as we can. So anything from washing floors, making
serving
patties,
customers.
yeah, going on the ice cream van, and again, you know, once the little ones started coming along, we would maybe be babysitting, or you know, every day was different. You couldn't say that was your chore, because you know,
you just did what was to be done, and that was it.
If somebody was ill, and you know, our uncle had phone up and say, you know, somebody's ill, is there anybody that can cover the shift in the sweet shop? We would go. Or you know, my auntie's cafe, if somebody you know wasn't in, we would go down and you know serve tables. It was just anything and everything we did.
Not very good, eh?
I don't think so. I think it was quite hard, and again, that was one of the reasons I think that they wanted to come over to Carlisle.
To try and make a better life for themselves and their own family.
I think the Renucci family was possibly a bit better off than the Luti side, but again, it was still very, very hard. You know, I mean, it was.
They didn't have an inside toilet till.
No, they didn't.
Till well after quite a while, I think.
Yeah. Even the farm that you know we had, your water was from a pump outside in the chicken pen. In the chicken pen.
It was cold.
Very. No, I think it was hard, but you know, again, it was just